All right, now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Snickers, you got to spin.
All day, every day.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there from 3 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 180. Here you go. 26.
Here's Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Switch is A.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
46. What do you think?
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Here we go, 46.
You think you gonna get this?
26.
First down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 30 yards there. Roethlisberger now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Guest services or security immediately for assistance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Gun.
54's Mike,
26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, 47.
Check 49.
Hey, 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Go. Get out there.
Coming again.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
In your face.
Here we go, 46.
Check
46.
Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
46.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after try forthcoming. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
48.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Right there.
Ben to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Squirrel! Start! Black 30!
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Go.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A quick throw, but incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Strong left, strong left.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Here we go. 47, 47. Gun.
Right there. 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Okay, baby, I see you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again.
All right, here we go.
Malik Collins in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
22 and 44. 4 down.
54's Mike.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Key 26, key 26.
Takes 2 of them. Bell. Jack 16.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's coming now.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
26.
Second down, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3 down. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Mike's 5-4, Mike.
26.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
3 down. Right there, 54.
26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here you go.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Motion. Go.
26.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for James Conner. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Gotta go.
Mike's 5-4,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
You felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Move. We got 3 down. Motion, bump.
Then we're going to 53.
Bump.
What do you think?
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Go. Get out there.
Banjo.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Man left. 3 down. Hey.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Hey, 47.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Go. Get out there.
3 down. Odd.
He's 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dallas will kick this one off. Number 10, waiting to return.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mike's 5-4.
Double bump. Go.
Get ready.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard.